So what are we talking about? An acquisition of Greenland? Are you going to pay for it? I mean,
we're talking about it. It's really being negotiated now, the details of it, but essentially it's total access. It's there's no end. There's no time limit. We're not doing a 99 or a 10-year or anything else, you know, the famous 99-year deals that you hear about, because countries can't do it for that. Countries go on longer. And so I think it's going to be something that's very well, already it's being reviewed very well. Well, I noticed the stock market went up very substantially after we announced it. But the details are being negotiated now. It'll be very good.
So, because the GDP of Greenland is like $3.3 billion, but people are valuing Greenland of between $50 billion and almost $1 trillion. So what are you willing to pay for Greenland?
Well, I'm not going to have to pay anything. We're going to have total access to Greenland. We're going to have all military access that we want. We're going to be able to put what we need on Greenland because we want it. We're talking about national security and international security. So we're going to not have to pay anything other than the fact that we are building the Golden Dome. And the Golden Dome is going to be something that's going to be very amazing. It'll be Israel times probably 100. And we need it. I think we need it. And it's all going to be made in the United States.
Some of the elements of the Greenland concept that you can tell, there was really a negotiation, but it's infinity. The time limit is infinity, meaning there is no time limit. It's forever. It's, you hear about 99 years, 50 years. It's forever. That was discussed. We can do anything we want. We can do military. We can do anything we want. And it's being negotiated, and let's see what happens. I think it'll be good.
Is Denmark on board with this concept?
I think everyone likes it. I mean, I think. I'll let you know in about 2 weeks.
Have you spoken with Denmark about this plan?
The Secretary General, Mark, is a great guy. He's a great guy, and he's spoken to everybody.
And when you spoke with the NATO Secretary General, did you talk about U.S. military presence in Greenland? About military presence?
We talked about everything, and you saw him yesterday. He was interviewed on Brett Baer, and he was very happy.
Our goal and wish is to continue a peaceful dialogue based on cooperation, with respect for our constitutional position, international law, the right to our country, and the right to self-determination. U.S. political level representatives have met with our foreign ministers. They have agreed to initiate discussions in a high-level working group that will work towards finding solutions to the U.S. interest in Greenland without compromising the integrity of the territory of the Kingdom of Denmark, our integrity and our right to self-determination. In terms of the deal there's been talking about, I don't know what's concrete in that deal either. But I know that we have now a high-level working group working on a solution for both parties. We have said from the beginning in Greenland, we have some red lines. We cannot cross the red lines. We have to respect our territorial integrity. We have to respect international law, sovereignty. We are ready to cooperate more in economics, in other areas, but that's something we have to talk about in mutual respect. Greenland continues to take the security situation in the Arctic seriously. We have always been and remain dedicated to the NATO alliance as we seek to strengthen the security in the Arctic through important initiatives, including a more permanent NATO mission in Greenland and increased military presence and exercise activities. I'm glad and I'm happy that he stated what he did yesterday. And I'm also glad that we have a high-level working group that can sort things out and we can find out concretely what the interests of the US are. As I said before, if we cannot have a dialogue through the right channels, it's difficult for me to see what it actually is about, other than when we see the media and wake up overnight where something has been said, right? But in terms of cooperation with our resources, we know we have huge potential, and we have said from the beginning Let's have respectful conversations and talk about how we can strengthen the partnership also in terms of our mineral resources. No doubt in Greenland, if you want to exploit, you of course have to respect our legislation and our very high environmental standards, because that's a part of us, that's a part of our culture, but let's talk about it. I want a respectful and good dialogue where we can discuss that kind of things. We already have a defense agreement with the United States through the Kingdom of Denmark. We are part of the NATO framework. We are willing to discuss and do more. We have a responsibility. So let's talk about it through the right channels in a respectful manner. Then I'm sure we can work something out that benefits all of us.
I would say a lot, actually. It feels like a huge relief in many ways, because of course I and many other Greenlandic people have been super worried about what might happen, because there have been talks about using force. So it makes me super relieved, but again, you never know with Donald Trump.
Very thrilled to hear that. First of all, because he has been saying a lot of stuff about taking Greenland with force, like he'll do it the hard way, which is so scary to hear. And I'm just thrilled that he has now announced that, but I'm also like keeping my hopes down and still like hoping for the best and preparing for the worst, because sometimes he can be saying a lot of stuff. I do think that he still really wants to take Greenland, but again, I try not to think too much about it, because it can be so consuming, and like it takes over like your everyday life if you think too much about it.
大家好，我是主播周玉琴。很多的朋友告诉我们，选择原版的太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，它添加有羽衣甘蓝，健康再加分。而有睡眠困扰的朋友们，赶快选择蓝色包装这一款晚安加强版，绝对是更有感。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，而且要记得输入推荐代码，有额外的折扣优惠。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便。要吃就吃最好的。